Jacobi today. Peloton up 5%.
What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today. Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies. Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley, that is the CEO of Akerna, the best trade idea resource out there. Yo, Ruell, are you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Start without me.
Okay.
All right, I made it. I needed a Diet Coke.
No worries.
Time. What's going on, man? Happy New Year. Happy 2022. Happy Monday. End of the day.
New Year.
How are things in your world, sir?
Pretty good. I had the day off. They did New Year's vacay on Monday for whatever reason.
Nice.
I just been around the house and looking at some crypto stuff.
See, all of us stock market people got sort of screwed here.
Really?
Yes, really. There's no market holiday. You know, our business being stock market news and information, everybody would not be happy if we were just gone for a day. So we follow the market calendar. And so there's no New Year's Eve, New Year's Day holiday this year for the stock market.
Hey, but crypto's every day, baby.
24/7. So what's ahead of us today, Ruell?
So we're going to be talking about the Cardano ecosystem. A lot of people say it's Cardano dead. You know, the smart contracts came out and there wasn't really much movement. And, you know, I kind of let people know the same thing happened with Ethereum when smart contracts first came out. They're out, but they're not implemented in a way that they can be quickly used. And it usually takes like 3 to 6 months to kind of get the whole ball of wax really rolling so that people can use them efficiently. And we're finally starting to see that happen on Cardano's end. So in my view, Cardano is not dead. And I'm going to show you guys some really concrete reasons why that is. So.
All right. And can I make my big, bold crypto prediction for the year?
I got you.
And I know I'm not the guy to be making crypto predictions.
No, dude, make a prediction.
I think the market cap of ETH passes that of Bitcoin this year in 2022.
Ooh, that's ballsy. You know what? That ain't bad. That ain't bad. There's a whole bunch of reasons why that can possibly be true too. We're gonna have to cover that on another episode. There,
but I want to dig into Cardano, and I'm gonna throw this one out there to the chat. Chat, if you had to choose between either Cardano or ETH, you can only pick one. You have to hold it for the entirety of 2022. What are you picking?
Ooh,
that's the question du jour. All right.
It's an easy one for me.
All right, what's yours? Say it.
Cardano.
Cardano, I'm ETH. All right, should we put a gentleman's wager on it, Ruell, and then we'll check in every Monday?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. It's all about quantity, man. You got to get quantity.
How about $1 of fiat?
I'm about that life.
All right, $1 USD. Cardano versus ETH.
I'm sitting here in evil villain mode with little cat here, Fluffy. Can you guys see Fluffy?
So you have an edge. That actually gives you an edge.
She's a Siamese cat, which accidentally I didn't pay for. My other black cat just brought her in because we're all about interracial love around here. You know, black cat brought in a white cat. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Love is love. All right, Ruell. So you're about to dive in on the Cardano side of things. Talk to us about whether or not it's dead. And then also, specifically, I want to hear your pitch to my question, which is Cardano or ETH. I think that ETH is such a no-brainer between the two. There's so much of an ecosystem going. But let's hear what you have to say.
See, the thing you gotta be about though is like quantity. If you can only buy one ETH, I think it's better to go with like Cardano.
Yeah, but it's all percents, isn't it?
For sure. And also by that wager, I would go with Cardano as well, because I think percentage wise, it's going to have a it's going to be way ahead of ETH because there's so much to grow. What's up, Kristen?
What's up,
Let's share
Kristen?
screen here.
All right, let's see. Let's take a look. Inside the book, reading Rainbow.
Kristen, part of the Underdog Crypto community. Definitely check out my guy Underdog Crypto. He does really great stuff on Shiba Inu.
And Shelly's here, the best. Shelly's the best.
Shelly is the best.
Yep. Pretty much out of everybody that I know.
I could get the cat to dance as a live backup dancer, Shelly. Fluffy's about that life. Am I sharing?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Keep clicking. There you go. Ready?
Yeah.
Boom, your screen is up. Can you just hit the hide in the bottom?
For sure.
Otherwise, that thing drives me crazy.
Cardano. It was as high as $3. It touched that only to kind of fall right here, and then it had a fall right here. The fall right here, I think, was a hit. Excuse me, a hit piece that was really orchestrated. eToro came out and said they were going to delist Cardano for American users. Just all of a sudden, that they were going to delist Cardano and Tron for American users, and then it just dipped. Now,
wait. Did that eToro announcement come out at the high or what?
it came out about right here.
And if anybody else's stream is choppy, let us know. And also, please hit the like. And also drop your favorite crypto ticker in the chat or stock ticker, and we'll weigh in.
Also, come over to darkhorsewatcher.com and subscribe if you haven't. Trying to make that push to 1,000. We're at 810 right now. 190 left.
I actually recently unsubscribed from that channel.
From this channel?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah.
So okay, so it's right there. You just showed us where it was.
So that hit.
So it was a little bit off the high.
Yeah, but the hit piece to me was like.
So why did why what was the reasoning?
Their reasoning was something like that it doesn't meet the regulations for American customers, which absolutely sounds ridiculous. First of all, eToro is an Israeli company, so they're not even that's not their main concern.
Will Kane in the chat is also saying that ADA is dead, but keep going.
Yeah,
but it is their concern. Like if they thought there was going to be a user backlash due to that, they wouldn't have done it.
Well, I think it was orchestrated to get a lower price. Because second of all, if you're saying that,
give me your second of all.
If ADA's not going to meet U.S. requirements, wouldn't Coinbase and Voyager delist it too? But they didn't. So that was absolutely a whole bunch of bull, in my opinion. And the name of the game basically is DeFi. DeFi. When DeFi starts flowing into projects, that's when you kind of see projects kind of explode. So, and we know that we saw Solana explode. We saw Terra Luna explode last year. And, be sure to look at my video on swaps and exchanges and DeFi. And we go into that a little bit. Mm-hmm. And we did also go into it a little bit on the last report. But let me just show you guys something.
And as people are starting to flow in again, we want your opinion on Cardano, ADA. And also drop in any other cryptos or stocks. We don't discriminate here. That you like right now. Like Crow is one that already flowed in.
So let me see. If I split my screen, I want to know if you guys can still see it.
Wait, I don't know what you just did, but that was a pretty cool feature. We can still see it, and now we see two panels.
Okay, perfect. So let's look at the price of Solana over here.
We're looking at your online banking, and we're looking at your email. Is that what we should have up?
Nice. So
I got you for at least a quarter of a second.
like yeah, for sure. So like we got so looking at Solana for that's year to date. I want to do a year actually. Okay, so you see this chart. We're going over here and this lists Solana's DeFi. Only it's DeFi. Looks pretty similar, right? So, given that hypothesis, I'm going to say that DeFi really means a lot to a coin's price. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go back full screen here. And what you'll notice is if we go down to the bottom barrel of the list, we got a couple different things there. And we get to the million mark. Actually, it's above the million mark now, isn't it? Hold on a second. Okay, something happened there. I need to go to chains. That's Solana's all of their swaps. So if I go to total value locked on chains and I go down to like a million, we see Cardano. So basically Cardano's finally got its first swap and like kind of DeFi online here. And now you can see like $1 million flowing into this chain. So Music Swap is on Cardano and what is this? Bitcoin Cash, maybe. So now that Cardano actually has this DeFi going, we might see its price really kind of shoot up. So that's my main premise here with Cardano, and it's not dead. Now, if we go into some of its ecosystem, and by the way, I just published for my patrons like a Cardano ecosystem to watch, but we're gonna go look at the list ourselves. So let's just focus on these guys for right now. The one that I'm most happy about, or I think has the brightest future, is Peribus. And I have open its light paper here. I've scrolled down to something that's very intriguing for me, and I'm going to read it to you guys. As DeFi primitives come on chain, it is revamping traditional investment as new utilities are being derived from principles that have remained unchanged for decades. Peribus has identified opportunities in the following areas, which basically is really high language for just saying they found that they have the ability to do loans and DeFi things on these assets. Liquidity positions, synthetic assets, digital art, virtual land, music, crypto collectibles, domain names, smart contract insurance policies. So to me, that's huge because I know there's like a few places out there that do like loans on crypto, like BlockFi, but I don't know too many other coins other than Opulus that does music, that does loans on digital art, virtual land, music, and crypto collectibles. So Peribus is putting itself in line to give loans on assets that you can't get from a regular bank. I don't think you can go into a regular bank and say, you have this crypto punk and they'll give you a loan on it. But Peribus will be able to give loans for crypto bank stuff, or for crypto punk stuff, for Bored Ape stuff, for virtual land and stuff like Sandbox.
Yeah, so basically you're okay. So it's basically a loan that's secured against like your any sort of crypto type holdings, whether it's NFT, actual crypto, etc.
Correct.
It's interesting.
very, very interesting in that
I've seen the crypto
conceivable.
loans. The NFT one makes sense. But let me say this, Ruel. Because again,
Sure.
I'm being a little bit of an ADA hater today. Um,
No, you got to be the devil's advocate.
I'm the devil's advocate. Okay. So USDC. I own a decent, basically any of my idle cash that I would just be keeping, let's say fiat cash, I would just be keeping in a bank account. I have that in USDC, and I do that because I'm earning 9% interest on my USDC holding. It's pegged to the price of the dollar, right? I mean, that's a pretty decent payout,
Oh,
right?
hell yeah.
9% for not a lot of risk. And the reason why I'm able to get that much interest is because there's so much demand to borrow USDC so that it can be paid out as loans against like a Bitcoin holding or an Ethereum holding for people who made a ton of money by having those assets early on.
For sure.
So the reason why I'm being a little bit of a hater is I'm saying how much of a need is there for this solution when there are already really good solutions that exist like the USDC?
Because there's a group of people out there that really all they believe in and crypto is NFTs. And if you've been a good flipper in that area, in that niche of earning money in crypto, where you've taken advantage of only NFTs, you got this cache of art, cache or cache of art. Um, and instead of having to sell that art and convert it into USDC and then get a loan, you could
Mm-hmm.
just get a loan on the art itself and continue owning the art. Like, so say you don't want to sell your Bored Ape, you just want to have a loan against it. So you still
Mm-hmm.
own it and you can just take advantage of that liquidity. So that's the big advantage there. Like, you don't have to really get rid of an asset that you think, hey, I think a Bored Ape in a year will be $1 million. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, as the loan person, I don't want to sell my Bored Ape here at like a $500,000. I want to
I get
continue
it.
to own that asset, but I want to get liquidity out of it, just like if I refinance my home or something like that. So
And,
then
and, and I see Shelly in the chat's asking a question about the 9% yield on USDC. Yes, there is 9% yield. It is not FDIC insured. And it's also not backed 1-to-1 to US dollars. There are reserve requirements. I don't know what that ratio is. But it's Circle is the organization that backs USDC and is audited by Grant Thornton, which is why I feel pretty good about it.
So your thing is through Circle.
So I use Voyager, but Voyager leverages Circle.
Okay, gotcha. So that's the 9% you just get by like soft staking, so to speak, USDC.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, that's great.
That is
That's
really
easy
great,
money.
and I need to do a video on
Easy
this.
peasy money.
I need to do a video on this sometimes. There's this piece of stuff called year-end finance. I'm not sure if you can use it in the US or not, but I do have a lot of people that watch from like overseas and whatnot. But year-end finance, it was built kind of like that for that. Year-end finance and a coin called Curve. It's all about kind of leveraging USDC, and the whole purpose of that is like kind of next level. Like, okay, I have these big gains that I have from all of my crypto. I want to put it in a stable coin so that it stays stable, it doesn't fluctuate, but I still want to get interest off of it. And they finally have created these kind of vehicles so that people with crypto gains can actually kind of just like park their money and let the USDC gain. But that'll be another episode as well. But yeah, so that makes me really, really high on Peribus. Another thing that I'm really high on from the Cardano is like all
And
of
for
the
anybody just joining us,
sure.
we're talking about Cardano ADA, and specifically, there's a lot of the chatter out there about whether or not Cardano's dead. Ruel says no, he's highly bullish on it. I'm not a huge fan, but I'm also not as informed as Ruel. And so anybody that has opinions on Cardano, ETH, any other symbol, throw them in the chat. But that's what we're going through. Sorry, Ruel. Keep going.
Okay, no worries. So then if we come back here, Cody, really high on Cody as well. For those of you who don't know, Cardano, its main base is in Africa, and some of the loans from traditional banks for people from Africa can get, and this is from like Charles. He said something like, Charles Hoskinson, the maker of Cardano, he said something like 30% APR or something like ridiculous like that. So in comes a company like Cody. They want to do something also kind of like Peribus in, where is it? Okay, here we go. So built-in financing and interest earned on deposits and business loans. So they want to do something in that they do business loans, which I'm sure will be kind of backed by some type of crypto. So you'll have that there. And I'm sure with their loans, anyone in Africa that has to pay these like ridiculously high 30% fees will get way better fees from Cody, because they won't have to go through a couple different things that the crypto will provide for them, which we've also been over on this show. But just as a reminder, we kind of went through this with Telcoin and some of the other payment cryptos we talked about. But the whole thing is kind of like when you're doing remittance payments and you're doing a whole type of DeFi thing, is like if I wanted to send Luke money, or like say I bought Luke,
All right. Keep going.
or say I bought Luke's house. If we
Okay.
did that
That's
in a
fine too.
traditional, in like a traditional way, it would be my bank between his bank, and like all the middlemen in between that. Like maybe if they're different loan companies, stuff like that. So there are a ton of different fees that would happen in between that. Here, just doing it between the user and Cody is decentralized. So you take out all those decentralized middlemen. And in this case, say like, okay, so it's Africa. So there are a whole bunch of different like places in Africa with different type of monies or currencies, different type of fiats. If you do that through like a Cody or a different payment, crypto payment technology, you now remove all those exchange fees. So the solution now
All
is
right. So can I keep being a little bit of a hater, Ruel?
Sure.
Okay. So I get the value add there, but again, why? I would imagine that this. I don't know, but I would imagine that this also exists in the ETH ecosystem. So why do we like the Cardano ecosystem more than the ETH system?
Well,
Or is your argument not necessarily that we should like it more for these projects, but rather that these are the projects that are going on, which makes Cardano still interesting? Or is there something else that I'm not thinking about at all?
well, the big problem with ETH, and it continues to be right now, is gas fees. And Cardano does not have that problem. So that's a big value add right there. If someone's going to do this via Cardano, they're going to pay way less gas fees.
Yep.
Another thing is Cardano's set up really big inroads in Africa. So I think they're going to have things where like, okay, if you're trying to use like Cody, the app, I think they have like a phone app, then you're able to download Cody's phone app and already have it kind of work in Africa. Whereas if you're trying to use ETH or something, you'd have to find something that works with ETH in Africa. Whereas Cardano has already made all those inroads. Another thing, they may make also inroads there with local banks, so that if you do things via Cody in Africa, it's just going to be much quicker and better to go through Cody because they've made all the inroads there in Africa. So, so there's that, and then there's the Ethereum gas fees, and also there's just like Cardano costs so much less than Ethereum right now. You could get like 2 Cardano for way cheaper than Ethereum, and I think the rate of doubling Cardano I think will be much quicker than trying to double ETH. Even though I think ETH has a better future than Bitcoin, it's just like which bracket are you at? Like if you're in a bracket where you only have like $20 extra, I'd say you're at Cardano's bracket. But if you're in a bracket where you want to see stuff not fluctuate and like really grow, I think then I say you're in the ETH bracket. That makes sense.
Yep.
So so really high on Cody. Cody is also going to be the place that creates Cardano Stablecoin, and when they create Cardano Stablecoin, then you see really the ability for Cody to like kind of be the way that you conduct payments with crypto. So then you can imagine everyone in everyone in Africa using their phones to conduct payments with Cody because Cody's the one who's in charge of Cardano stablecoin, and they're using their phones rather than using cash fiat, which could have Rona on it, or all different types of things can be transmitted through touching this like paper money. So I could definitely see the world going in this direction, and we already kind of have some of that happening now. I know China has like a digital yuan, and I know we talked about it before. If I bring it up here with H bar, they're converting. They're doing a stable coin for South Korea, I believe it is. I think it's one. Let's say H bar South Korea, maybe. Okay, we're gonna get a whole bunch of other people's stuff, I think.
Well, my Twitter got hacked.
For real?
Yep, they got it back today. It was gone for a week.
Wow.
I
See,
know.
that's terrible, man.
Wild, right? I got push notifications that said there's like suspicious login attempts. Thought nothing of it. I went to log in, my password was changed, and the reset email address was changed. So I couldn't reset my password.
Wow. See, that's the thing. Like when we like put ourselves out here on YouTube and all of that, like there's so much
I
like
know.
a potential for people to do stuff like that.
All right, bye, Kristen Lambert. She has to leave.
I'll see ya.
All
Thanks
right,
for
again,
coming.
I want to drop this into the chat again. If you guys are bullish on Cardano, ADA, throw the 1 in the chat. If you're bearish, throw the 2. Ruell is clearly bullish. I'm more bullish on ETH, but less informed than Ruell. But I want to see where the crew is at. And while you're doing it, hit the like on the YouTube video.
Anyway, I can't find it quickly, but they have oh, here it is. Boom. Okay. Blah 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 bank plans to mint South Korean won backed by stablecoins. Partnering with the bank will mint a stablecoin backed by their local currency. So they're doing this with Hydra. If you can imagine like Cody doing something like that in Africa, and man, it really would bode well for that whole ecosystem. And since they've already made all these inroads here in Africa, I could totally foresee something like that happening. And then we have, where is it? Then we have Card Starter and Akamfi. just for reasons of time, I won't go over those, but they're Launchpads for new Cardano projects. Only thing to note here is if you're in the US, you have to be an accredited investor to actually be a part of these IDOs. If you're outside of the US, you don't have to really worry about it. So note that. And then we have Charlie 3 here. Really high on this because this is like Cardano's Chainlink. And if you guys aren't familiar with Chainlink, what Chainlink does is it actually allows the blockchain to bring data from the outside into the blockchain in a safe and secure way. So really think that's really bodes well for Cardano too. There's some other ones I'm really high on, but we won't go into those. But I do have them on my Patreon. But yeah, so that's why I'm high on Cardano. And I see we have some time left over. Since we have some time left over, I want to mention another project.
Oh, right.
This project is okay. So Harmony One. We've talked about Harmony One on this channel when Harmony
Shelly
was.
is saying that Chainlink spams threads on 4chan. I'm gonna ask Shelly, how do you know that Chainlink is spamming 4chan? That's the better question.
Wait, 4chan? Isn't that like the conspiracy?
Do not load it on your computer right now. We're gonna
What?
get taken off of YouTube.
Oh, really? I won't. But isn't that like a conspiracy site or something?
I don't know.
You know, Luke. You probably like run.
It's something that we all grew out of when we were 17, except for Shelly, I think.
Yeah, right. Some of those conspiracies though aren't conspiracies. Those are like just real life things. Like, oh my god, I got to clear this up since we're here. Like, last week I mentioned about getting a vax, right? Somebody was like, quote unquote, wake up. Like, oh my gosh, she was really triggered, and I just want to clear that up. And she's like, you're. It's not a fact what you said. It's an opinion. My opinion was that as Americans, we shouldn't be forced to do something that hasn't proven that it worked. And correct me if I'm wrong here, Luke, because you and me, we rode through 2021.
Mm-hmm.
These vax companies, first they were like, oh, it's like 75% effective against the disease. It's like 99% effective against the disease, right? That's what we were hearing.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they were like, oh, these are just breakthrough cases. And then like they were like, oh, it's just if you have like 5 comorbidities. And then they were like, oh, it just lowers the chance of you dying. Like they keep moving the goalposts, which to me shows that it's not effective. And then if you're saying that it's a less of a chance for me dying now, if that's the goalpost you're on, then it only helps me. Notice when they say it's a less of a chance of you dying, that says nothing about transmission. Absolutely nothing about transmission, which we've already seen basketball players who really don't have any comorbidities. They're still transmitting it. So if it's just a personal choice like that, then I think personally I should not be forced to do something when there are tons of different other methods which people have said worked. Like I saw someone else made a comment on some type of drug that allegedly in India, I did some research on it after I saw what he posted. Allegedly in India, it's worked, but it's not one of the ones that we use because it's not one of the ones that.
But I'm gonna say this, Ruell.
Yes.
Okay. The person who sits next to me at work and my girlfriend, who I live with, both tested positive for COVID within 2 days of each other.
Uh-huh.
And I never got it. Which is sort of crazy, especially girlfriend that I live with, right? Share a bed, bathroom, kitchen. I never got it. I'm like, okay, maybe this thing works.
Here's what kills me. There's other things that people have proven to be effective against this.
Like the vitamin C chews?
Well,
the Flintstone vitamins?
For me, ginger and turmeric worked really well. Like that drug I just mentioned that someone mentioned on our show last week in India has proven to be effective. And some people have said that they've just done like the whole like chicken pox thing. You know, like back in the day, people would like just say, okay, chicken pox, let's just get all the kids sick, herd immunity, and like, okay, now they're good. Some people said that's been effective to them. There's homeopathic things, like I said, like turmeric and ginger. There's so many different deals that you can do.
I'm curious what percentage. We're not turning this into a fight,
We're
but I'm
not
curious what percentage of our audience took the vaccine.
right, and this is coming from me I took the vax. This is
But
coming from
if
me.
you took it, put a 1 in the chat. If you didn't, put a 2.
I
Again,
took
we're
it.
not debating it. I'm just
Right.
curious.
We're not debating it. And it's not a red or blue thing because both like Pelosi and Trump had money in Regeneron. Like both sides of the red and blue debate had money in these vaccine companies. So it's not a red or blue thing.
All right, Ruel, I'm curious what you're in Arizona. You think Arizona has a higher percent or lower percent of fully vaxxed people than Michigan? I'm gonna go
I would
higher.
probably say a lower percentage. And
Michigan's
here's
at
why.
56.8. Let's see Arizona. 56.8. Michigan, Arizona 57. Wow.
Really? Okay.
Right on the dot. I mean, that's as close as you can get.
Like, because down here we really don't care as much about masks, and it's warmer, so it's like down here, like I feel like when it's really cold, I can like feel like a little tingle or something in my lungs, and I don't know if that's from having COVID because I did have it too.
You're just not used to the cold air, man.
Yeah, I'm just not.
You're
I've
not
been
a Michigander
Arizona
anymore.
I've been punked out on that. But
When was the last time that you came to Detroit?
oh god, it's been like 5 years. But back to the thing, like so to just go back at this girl, like so my thing is as Americans we should have choice, and there's so many different ways that you can go about that. Okay, then go about it. Let us all go about it the way that we feel comfortable about. And since it's already said right now that it doesn't stop transmission at all, then it's a personal choice. And if you really think that it's like a problem somehow, what I found out this week, my wife went to like a wedding. They had tests that like 5 minutes it comes back if you're sick or not, supposedly.
Yeah.
So
You're saying the tests?
yeah.
Yeah, look at this. I got it right here. They're so fast.
So then if that's like if anyone's really concerned, why can't we just have people just take the test then?
That's what we do at work. You have to take a test every week.
So yeah, it's like come on now. So that's why
when you do it yourself, it doesn't hurt either.
Because she had me upset, and that's not, to me, these things they're not conspiracy, they're not like red or blue, it's just a fact. Those are just facts. They're facts. They're facts that they've moved the goalpost on it. They're facts that it doesn't stop transmission, or it hasn't seemed to. At least the statistics bear that out. So what the hell? But yeah, back to crypto. Okay, so we mentioned Harmony One on this channel when it was at 6 cents. It's really growing right now. And again, I'm going to go back to our whole theory about DeFi. Like look at Harmony One. It's just growing here. We go for the last three months. And back to our theory about DeFi. If I go to DeFi over here, I go to chains. I scroll down to like the 80 or 800 million mark. We got Harmony. Oh, Harmony's eclipsed 1 billion now. Wow, that's huge. That's huge. Okay.
You have made some great calls. You've made some great calls. You know what you should do?
What's that?
You should make a Substack for your calls.
Ooh.
I mean, a Patreon.
Oh, I have a Patreon.
You do?
Yes.
All right. Links in the chat. See, I just queued you up for that one, Ruel.
You did. And I
You-
didn't hit a home run. I hit like a double, but that's cool.
You've made some pretty good calls over the year. 2021, what was your crypto percent for 2021? Percent
Oh
return?
yeah. So I texted Luke like
It was good.
KuCoin sent me like this thing like how many days you've been on KuCoin, how many gains you got or whatever, and it was like you did better than 92% of our users. And it was like, wow, 92%, and they're like worldwide. I
Wait,
really
but did it give you what's your return though?
no, it didn't give me a return.
You know
It
what your
just
return is?
huh?
Do you know what your return is in 2021?
No.
Dude, you gotta know that. Was it negative?
No, it definitely wasn't negative.
That's what I'm saying. It's like 400%. I was 30 something on stocks for 2021.
Really?
30
There you
something on
go.
stocks, but over 70% of my funds are in the ETFs.
There you go.
I
That's
gotta
safe
like pull
money.
that out and recalc it.
You gotta put that out and pull it out and put it in USDC. Get that
But
9. But yeah, Harmony won like titanic growth in the last like since December 14th. It's gone from literally like a half a mil to over a billion. And I'm going to tell you why that is. You scroll down here and you get to see all the swaps and all the different DeFi things they have going on. This guy right here, DeFi Kingdoms, this is what has pushed them over the edge. Now, oh my God, look at that. So DeFi Kingdoms has pretty much mixed gaming and DeFi. Somewhat like Crypto Blades, if you guys remember when I was telling you guys about that. But DeFi Kingdoms is kind of mixed, like it's almost like Axie Infinity and like Axie Infinity and like DeFi. If we come over here, okay, so this is my little like I know the resolution is horrible, but if you come over here, you can like okay, so this is basically you can think of it as a swap and kind of a DeFi together. And they have this coin called Jewel, which I'm really thinking it's going to have itself a really nice time. So not only will Harmony One have itself a nice time, and you can basically think of Jewel as a swap token, kind of like a Uniswap or Pancake Swap. Oh, that's the wrong Jewel. Wrong Jewel. Wrong
Well,
Jewel.
you want to hear my proposed stock of the year, by the way?
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is totally a sidebar. I haven't pitched it yet. It's gonna be it might be car lots. That's in the running.
Ooh,
Would you like that one or no?
I do like that one, but
Here's what I'm saying. All the bad news is out. The chip shortage will get resolved in 2022.
okay.
Revenue is still growing despite the headwinds at over 100% a year. They do have a cash flow problem. So the question is, do they have enough cash to get them through the inventory shortage? And I'm
Okay.
going to say yes. You like that one or no?
I do like it, but it's
There's
like I
no
thought
more
that
bad
one,
news that can come out is sort of what I'm saying.
I really thought that one would sky a long time ago, but I swear to God, they just choose to let things run when they want to let them run. I swear. But here,
All right,
Jewel,
yeah, keep going.
like okay, so here we are with Jewel, and guys, if you are not subscribed, I just want to show you guys this very quick. Like we were talking about DeFi Kingdoms like way back here. Like I gotta even do your videos and do. Because I remember Jewel when it was at like $4. And I know I told you guys about it. Let me see here. October. Okay. I
You
think
know
it's
what
the
stock
next
is hilarious, by the way, that I hate?
one. Playboy?
No, I haven't
No.
looked at that one in a while. Remember Wish.com when we talk about that one?
Yes.
Their revenue on a year-over-year basis is down 50%.
Oh my
Almost.
God. Wait, what are they again?
Wish.com, the biggest online wholesaler of crack pipes.
No. What
Go
are
to Wish.com
okay.
right now on the internet.
I will just give me a second here.
Fine, show your video.
Uh DeFi Kingdoms, guys. We talked about this on September 30th on the channel. And let's see, they don't even have that marker here on coin market cap. They only go to the 11th. But I know I can tell you for sure it was $4, and you'll probably see that in the video somewhere, all the way up to 20. And I think this guy is going to keep going. The reason I think it's going to keep going, if we come over here to the video here, give you guys a little tutorial on DeFi Llama. So you see these like, okay, Sushi Swap. Sushi Swap, we can see it has multiple chains here. It's on Avalanche, it's on Harmony One, it's on Ethereum, it's on Polygon. DeFi Kingdoms is about to roll out on Avalanche. So you guys have a really good opportunity if you want to do like, remember I said this was kind of like Axie Infinity. We come over here, they have these heroes. So you can buy these heroes and breed these heroes, and you go on little quests. And the quests give you like jewels. You can get some jewel from the quest. You also get these things that are gonna be applied to the game. And right now they're only like worth like $1. But I'm sure when the game actually rolls out, because they run a rollout of PvP, like Axie Infinity type, like you fight your heroes type deal. When they roll those out, I think these extra assets are really going to be worth something. But the reason I mentioned that they're going to roll it out on Avalanche is that you have a chance to buy a Generation Zero hero. If we go in and we zoom in on these heroes, this guy's to
And
this
and to
guy's
Zachary Watson in the chat, we just finished the ADA segment, and basically Ruell's take is that ADA's not dead. And to highlight that, he went through a lot of the projects in the ADA ecosystem.
Yep, and we had a little time left over. So I'm going over DeFi Kingdoms and Harmony One blockchain. So
Which you're bullish on both of those. And
correct.
if you have a sec, Ruel, I gotta hop in a couple minutes. But Manny A in the chat is asking what you think of Hydra coin on KuCoin.
Hydra
Yeah.
Hydra stakes for like a lot. But as far as what Hydra has going on, I'm not sure. But let's look at the chart and see what the price action is about it. Because I owned this at one time. And I really liked the kind of the stake action from it. But okay. So this is when it was staking for like ungodly amounts. It's still staking for a really good amount, but like a lot of it's kind of just falling off. And I had to say, like, probably has to find a good bottom because it just keeps falling and falling and falling and falling. Um, I would not. I would say that I would probably not invest in it until it finds a bottom and it begins to come back up from that bottom. Because the staking rewards are not going to offset the slow decline that we have here right now. As far as the news and what it has going on right now, I have no idea. but supposedly they have like it's its own chain. It has like smart contracts and stuff like that. But until it gets rid of this decline, um, I would say that I would not invest in it. I would not invest in it because um, until it finishes this descent. Um, and just to finish this point off, um, if you stake Jewel on the platform here on the DeFi Kingdoms, eventually you're going to be rewarded with Crystal, which is what they're going to use on the Avalanche blockchain. And if you can get one of these Gen Zero heroes, they're going to say when they're going to release all this stuff. And if you can get one of these Gen Zero heroes, you can breed with them infinitely. You see where these guys say summons like 3 of 5, so he has 3 summons left. This guy has 2 summons left. With the Gen Zero heroes, you can summon with them as much as you want. So so that's something to note. So basically, if you have 2 heroes, I think you have to have a male and a female. I don't think they do like male summons, but I'm not really sure. You take these 2 heroes to the summoning pool, and you can tell if they're female or male right here. And then you take terrible freaking resolution on my computer. I might have to start over. Okay, so you take these guys to the summoning pool, and you can summon with these guys. So the summoning pool is like Portal, wherever the hell that is. Okay, Portal. Okay. But here's the part where I was talking about the alchemist. They haven't got this guy online yet, but once he's online, you'll be able to actually, I think the price of this stuff will go up. Now they have a secondary coin called gold, which is in the corner there. You probably can't see it. But once you go, well, I guess I won't be able to get into all of it here, but just let me know in the comments because I do watch these things over, which you guys can know because I saw that whatever that Vax girl said. Leave in the comments a 1 if you guys want to see like more stuff on my channel about DeFi Kingdoms.
Then remind us what the channel is, Ruell.
It's just go darkhorsewatcher.com, go straight to the channel.
Boom, link is in the chat. Let's go.
And
Go
also,
follow
guys,
Ruell's channel. And
on the
also
channel,
say hi to me on Twitter.
hell yeah.
And subscribe to this channel too.
On the channel, something I want to know for you guys is I did some prep series about cryptos I really think have a good chance this year. And I did it in sectors. We went over swaps and exchanges, metaverse, play to earn, DeFi, and payment cryptos. So really check out those videos. But for sure, for my patrons, I put out an actual watch list of 25 for them. So if that's something you're interested in, if you go to any one of those videos, you can link to my Patreon. And literally, it's just like $7.77 a month, and people get a weekly watch list. So really, it's a humongous value, considering that I also do bonus posts. Let me see if I can do post without. So here we go. Okay, so my weekly list, these guys got at, okay, so they got it like December 19th, and I redid an updated list for them on December 29th. But yeah, but see, I do bonus posts as well. So it's a really great value for $7.77 to get
Agreed.
like a weekly watch list every week. and bonus posts. So if that's something you guys are interested in, that's there. But yeah, let me know if you
Ruell
guys.
makes me pay full price too.
I do. No discount for Luke.
No discounts for Luke. I'm
Unfortunately.
used to hearing that. All right, guys. Links are in the chat. If you're tuning in for the Cardano segment, go back to the beginning because we covered it up front.
Yep.
I gotta go take care of his sick girlfriend. Ruell has to pet his cat. I hope you
Say
guys
hi,
have to do
Fluffy.
something too.
Say hi, Fluffy.
Is that the name of the cat?
Yeah, Fluffy. Moonlight named him. Moonlight
Oh, that's sweet.
named Fluffy. Our other cat's a black cat. It's Opal.
It's what?
Opal. Like
Okay.
a. My wife
All
thought
right.
there were only white opals, so she was trying to be funny and named the black cat Opal. But then she found out that they're black opals, too. So
Opal. I don't know what that is. The gem. Wow,
oh,
that's a pretty gem. Like, I mean, I heard of it, but I never knew. That's nice. Oh, I
Yeah.
bet you can buy that on Wish. Oh, you never went to Wish.com. Do that real quick. I mean, it's hilarious. This is a public company. Stock was at $30 earlier this year, earlier in 2021. Now it's at $3.
Oh
Let's see.
wow.
Oh, it doesn't show you. So you're not
Oh, they're
signed
gonna
in.
make me do all this stuff.
Yeah, never mind. Not worth it.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get it real quick, and I'll give you a quick flash.
Please do.
Wish.com.
I didn't know you were into this. What is it? The site again? 4chan or something like that?
Wish.com. Log in with Google.
He's not even.
I'm not saying anything. All right. Here's Wish.com. Pull it up on my screen. I'm going to cancel your share, Ruell,
Yeah.
and put mine on. Again, hot public company, okay? This was the hottest stock around for a while. That's why
really
I think
was.
it's hilarious. You remember when this was a hot stock?
I do.
Look at it. So I just logged in, wish.com. I'm not at any special search or page, just the straight up URL. First thing, a $2 grinder. Second item, 83-cent crack pipe. Third item, $2 weed bag. Fourth item, $9 testosterone booster. Let's keep going. We have a $2, what is that? Steel match. We have a $6, I don't know what this is. DIY, and it's a picture of a handgun.
Wow.
I'm telling you, that's why I love to hate this stock. What is this?
It's a replica handgun.
I mean, come
Yes,
on
you
now.
know, if you wanna go and have some extracurricular activities and not
So look at this. Look at my
necessarily-
next screen. Crack pipe, bong, crack pipe. I don't know what this is.
Oh my god, yeah, that looked
I
like
told you, this is
something
the craziest public company
that
around.
rhymes with ildo.
Yeah. Igor's saying that he thinks that it's my data. I mean, I've never used a crack pipe. That's all I'll say about that.
Wait, what?
All right.
What's your data?
I don't know, man. Again, if you're looking for the Cardano segment, we covered it up top. I'm calling it a night here. Happy trading, everyone. Peace. We'll be back at it 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Hitting the pre-market.
Peace, people.